Okay, cool.
Alright, you're up.
Nope.
No?
So you want to do first?
All right, we're back online. We have Freeman Landbrunt.
Mr. Chair, on parcel RP RCHL 2000100, I make a motion that we uphold the assessed value.
And let me just ask, nobody's come to you guys, you don't have any comments or
We have no changes to this
adjustments?
property
Okay.
now.
No, that's fair.
All right, we have a motion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. The next one is the Newman.
I will ask the same question that the chairman did. Do you guys have any feedback or changes to
I
this
am
file?
looking, and there was no changes made. There's no comments in there stating that they made any changes to this property.
Mr. Chair, I make a motion on parcel RPRPGR 4001900 that we uphold the assessed value.
We have a motion. All in favor, say aye. Aye. All right, let's go ahead and let's go to admin.
Do you want to do first?
Kelly Horrocks is the first.
Sorry. As far as I understand, you guys are going through them, and then I'll answer any questions if I can, or if there are any changes, I'll try to note them.
Exactly.
Do I need to be sworn in? I have not done that yet.
Yes, you did have to be sworn.
Yes.
Who did you want to start with?
Horrocks is the first one to add. Here's my list.
I do.
Well, here's my list. And the first one we have up is Kelly Horrocks. This looks like just a single property that probably couldn't make the time, the way it looks. It's been BOE 19, 20, 21.
Mm-hmm.
Caught up. And we have no justification.
Which one did you have? My computer just dropped. What was it? Which one was it?
This one,
Oh, Horrocks. Okay.
and
There we go. We just reset.
it's got a letter, page and a half. Another conversation about the homeowners. With the homeowners, I mean. Comments?
I don't. I've looked over the property and I can't find any changes or errors here, but we did not get a chance. She didn't call in. We haven't had a chance to work with her to verify information. I tend to like to do that if I get the chance, to call them
Yeah.
and at least verify that there are no errors in their property record.
Well, and I just go back, yeah, it's maybe a bigger jump, but when you've been to BOE 3 years in a row.
You're caught up. You're catching up.
Catching up.
That's the problem. You go to BOE when you have something that is definitely out of whack. When you're out of whack,
So there hasn't been a land value to me for 4 years, basically, 5 years.
Yeah.
right?
And then you look at the home value or
That's not even been,
you've got 5 years without an adjustment.
Well, and I hate to say it, north 12th, okay, I get that it might be a little bit busier, but still, you're on the 400 block on North 12th, and anything in the university area is gone.
That's true.
Sorry. I mean, you're in.
As fast as you can miss.
You're in, and while the north side of Center and Clark is not as gentrified as the other side, it's getting there, and you're seeing those properties are gone. And so, at a current year's value at 45, and this one, and the total property size of the house. Hold on, sorry, it just.
your per square footage calculations puts her in the low end of it.
I mean, yeah, you're at
Everything else is, so.
105. That's about as low as you're gonna get.
Mr. Chair, on parcel RPRP POC 040800, I make a motion that we uphold the assessed value.
Motion, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. The next one is David Carpenter, and there are 2 properties.
This is another one, no. They present no evidence.
Just kidding.
The only one, the second one, the one that ends in 1100, I'm just curious about the foundation.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's the one thing in those areas down there is to make sure that those aren't earth and wood foundations.
Okay.
That's the whole, I mean, and if that's approached, but this one's on Garfield. 400 block at Garfield.
This one does look like Celeste looked at it in 2018 and noted, we made note that poor insulation, the back of the house there was no heat, and it slants.
I remember this
And
house
adjusted
coming to
the
BOE.
condition for that.
We are having, that's why it's 95 a foot. That's, I mean, seriously, that's why it's where it is.
Yeah.
It's already there. And again, while it might be a house built in 1895 or whenever, there is still value that's to that house, and it's, I mean, even if you
Still
used an
being
income-based
lived in.
approach and used it as a rental, I mean, you have value. You look at sales, there are older houses in that neighborhood that are selling. I mean, and while some of them may have been remodeled newer or what, this house is not in the original condition from 1895. This house has been remodeled and added on and painted and cleaned, and that, yeah, it might be getting to the point where it's getting older again. It needs to have it done again. But I don't see where you have a drastic out of line. Your land values are $34,000 for the lot.
Correct.
I mean,
39.
or 39,
Yeah,
sorry.
39,000. We did adjust the grade for some of the condition and this house slanting. It is lowered to a grade 1. I'm not sure if I'm familiar
Yep.
with those. It's the lowest one you can
Yep.
go on that one.
And that's already reflected in the value.
It hadn't been, I don't know, let's check right here. Was-
I'm okay with that.
yeah,
Just
no,
leave it where
that
it's
was
at.
my only questions, and you've answered it, in my opinion. You got it graded at 1. I mean, you're still renting it
I
out.
see.
Mr. Chairman, is this used as
Oh, summary.
is this owner occupied or is this a rental?
This one's gotta be a rental, because it doesn't
Have
have
a homeowner's exemption. Yeah, it's
So
a,
This one's got the
home.
homeowner.
These notes, so let's put it in there back in
okay.
2018.
I'm good, I'll get started. On parcel RPRPPOE, or OC 331200, I move that we uphold the assessed value. And on parcel RPRPPOC 281100, I move that we uphold the assessed value.
Okay, we have a motion, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
The next one is Donald Markell. And that looks like multiple properties.
2 properties. no information other than assessed values are too high.
I'm good.
I am good as well.
Motion?
Mr. Chair, on parcel RP, POC 131900, I make a motion that we uphold the assessor's value. And on parcel RP, BLS 002003, I make a motion that we uphold the assessor's value.
We have a motion, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Next, I have Idaho Land and Livestock. There he is, right there, walks in, drum roll.
Thank you for waiting.
It is literally, you walked in the minute they said it.
I show up precisely when
I never had.
Negotiable.
Precisely.
Depending on experience and
That's all, but I would not put a solid dollar
Well-
on it.
Be careful there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that
We're in BOE.
Shows the minimum amount,
Our moves
so
are different.
might, yeah.
77,000
Ah.
shows minimum,
Actually, I read through all these,
but I told them notate experience license.
and
things
like you said, there's 4 parcels that were recently bought. Well, go ahead, I'll just let you.
Well, yeah, just like I put in there, the submitted sales information from the appellant, it only indicated 4 parcels on there, and it also appeared to indicate that it was bare land only on those 4, which 4 of the 7 were bare land only. We could not find any reason that it would have also included the other parcels or the improvements. And when I researched the history of the parcel, it looks like it had, the name that it had previously been owned under, that organization had been defunct for more than 20 years. And we couldn't find anything that didn't explain it away other than simply changing the deed officially and some money changing hands. But we couldn't find anything to substantiate why $50,000 would make sense for the purchase price on all 7 of those parcels from any way that we could look at it.
Especially isn't one of those parcels have several improvements on them?
Yeah, there's a pretty large improvement. Valley-wide Co-op was, I don't know if their lease is still active, but recently they were leasing one of the buildings, and there's some grain silos and whatnot. I think it's worth taking a look at the condition of them for next year, but I couldn't find any reason that we would remove the value of all those improvements.
So these are abandoned properties with some improvements on them.
Well, they wouldn't be abandoned because who did they pay the money to when they bought the properties?
And the taxes were paid in full on time every year and
So-
appear to be maintained.
So what I'm saying is, was this an arm's length transaction?
No.
I couldn't find anything that would make it appear to be.
So if it's not, I would say that the values would sit then, because I can't find an arm's length transaction. Those buildings, you can't tell me aren't worth anything. Even in salvage value, you would get something out of it. And so that's what I'm saying.
I didn't see anything that would make me change from what the assessor's office had put them at.
Mr. Chairman, I move that the parcels for the Idaho Land and Livestock Company that have been presented before us, that the values be upheld.
We have a motion, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, next one is Stallsmith.
Don. I thought this one, he called and said,
Okay, so this was a little bit confusing. We did make a deal on him, so we need to go to and see what, and he agreed to that deal, and then he accidentally got a call from somebody in our office telling him, this was before that he needed to come and file for board anyway, but he knows, he
Okay.
agrees with this deal.
Yeah,
and I will tell you what it is.
Okay,
he called me about something, and I said if they're talking to you, it'd probably be better to
I
do
talked
that.
to him a couple of times.
Good.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm sorry, it wasn't, let me look him up here real quick, I didn't have him.
Stall Smith. I'll look at that real quick. One second. we dropped it from 136,976 down to 82,187.
82,
Coming off the improvements then?
No, it's
That's
just
what
land,
it is.
it's just bare
Oh,
land
that's right,
parcels.
it's just land.
what was it, 82?
187.
82,187.
Mr. Chair, on parcel RPR 385-102-8606, I make a motion that we accept the assessor's recommendation of a value of $82,187.
We have a motion, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Next we have Rocky Hayden. So he refinanced it at 185,000 2 years ago.
So time adjusted.
Time
for 2
adjusted.
years.
I wouldn't submit an appraisal and tell you to time adjust it, because he's gonna be a lot higher than what this is.
That's why I bring it up.
I mean, 2 years ago, I mean, you've had a 50% jump in the market of value. I'll just do what all of us are thinking, Mr. Chairman, on parcel, where'd I go? Parcel RPRPPOG 0000600. I move that we uphold the assessor's
Is
value.
it 600 or
Or,
80?
excuse me.
800.
I show, oh, Rocky?
Yeah,
Yep,
I'm looking at his tax thing. It says parcel ID is 600.
okay, okay.
I've got 800 on the file.
Yeah, it shows 6 on the computer. Check me and make sure, please.
It is 6.
Yeah, it says 6 on this
Okay.
paper.
Mhm, 600. Yeah.
600. I move that we uphold the value as presented by the assessor's office.
We have a motion, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
We just saved Mr. Haddon some money.
Just a little bit.
He just doesn't know it.
Yeah.
The next is Craig Lish. Originally, he was scheduled to appear and couldn't make the time, so.
Okay. On this one, I'm sorry. I'll wait my turn.
Go ahead.
Lenita was able to meet with him, and they went over their properties and made some corrections and did end up lowering the value to $299,940.
299,940. And he was happy with that, or okay with that?
She doesn't have notes as to whether that was, he was one where he said he was going to cancel, but it didn't. So I don't know if he changed his mind.
15,000, less than the,
Then the 314.
Okay, Mr. Chair, I make a motion that on parcel RPRCT 003600, that we accept the assessor's recommendation of 299,940.
we have a motion, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. With that being said, we will be at recess until 1 o'clock.